Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Frank with Quotely Leads. We are the insurance marketing geeks. We manage and have managed over 500 local insurance agencies with Google PPC and Facebook ads. And we specialize in sending your agency high intent calls that convert. Now, you're probably watching this video because you inquired about us. You want to know more about what we do and how we operate. So, what does Quotely do, right? Our mission statement and our goal for you is to make your phone ring, cha-ching, right? Make your phone ring with high intent insurance calls. And we highlight high intent for a reason. Look, so we market in places online where prospects are actually searching for insurance. So this would result in platforms like Google Ads and Bing. We advertise on these search engines with specific keywords to find you the highest intent customer possible by placing your website and your ad in front of the people actually searching for the product or services that you sell, right? We are a service. So don't think about us as a lead aggregator or a pay per call or a pay per lead company. We consider ourselves your marketing team for your agency. We're responsible for putting out many websites, constantly updating pages, and your advertising on search engines like Google and Bing, and retargeting on things like YouTube and Facebook. All that complicated stuff that internet lead and call providers already do, right? And we generate exclusive and qualified phone calls for you and your sales team. But the difference is we're exclusive to you. We have a relationship with your team, with you, with your agency. We design campaigns and we generate calls specific to your agency. And that's why we've worked with almost, going over 500 agencies, because they like that it's custom, they like that it's personal, it's a relationship, and that everything is exclusive, including your calls and your leads. Now, intent matters, right? We bring you and we specialize in bringing you customers who are at the end of the buying cycle, meaning that they're searching because they're ready to buy. And that's the biggest difference. You have what they need, they're ready to buy. Most leads that you work or that you buy, even calls that you buy, are at step one of the buying cycle, which is highlighted in green, awareness, right? Where it's like a billboard style ad, or it's a cold call, or it's telemarketing, where some people try and trigger awareness to generate quotes. But the problem is you'll get a quote, but the problem is that they don't have the intent that it takes to buy a policy from you. Now, the beautiful thing about Google and Bing is that 99% of searchers have already gone through 80% of this cycle. They're already aware and they've considered the options, and they are at the ending stages of intent right when they call you, meaning they're calling you for homeowners insurance, for auto insurance, for life insurance, because they know that they need it. They have money in the bank and they're ready to pay you or switch whatever they need to switch over to you if you make it make sense to them or if you solve the situation. And that's why intent matters. Close rates are extremely low on most leads, and contact rates are low because intent is not present. With Google and Bing, intent is at the peak levels that it can possibly be at. And that's why we see contact rates north of 95% and close rates on phone calls north of 50% if you're captive, and north of 70% if you are independent. So, what type of calls do we generate, right? Obviously, the favorite one is homeowner calls. So, these are homeowners searching for insurance, because what we typically see here is that they're coming up on a renewal. They just bought a house, renewal went up and they don't like it, or they need insurance for a specific reason. We also generate auto insurance calls, same deal, because they're coming up on a renewal, the price went up, they need a better policy. We also do condominium calls. If this matters to you because of a scorecard or a bonus, we can focus on condominium calls. We can also do toys like motorcycles, ATVs, snowmobiles, if this matters to you as well. A lot of agents like going in this direction because it's a really easy way to enter through the rest of the household. High intent life insurance calls are amazing. These people typically recently had a death in the family and they're really thinking about life insurance. So when they call you, they call with an intent to buy a policy. If landlords are important to you and that's the way that you're building your business, We can target landlord keywords and get landlords buying policies with your agencies. And if you are big on commercial and that's the way that you build your book, we have agencies that will show you later that close huge cases from Google because something happened. They're starting a business. They need to switch their policy. They need to insure their buildings ASAP. And these deals close really quick. So let's get to the nitty gritty, right? Let's show you some proof. What do these calls actually sound like? I'm going to play you about 5 to 6 calls on the introductions, and these are raw calls from agencies that work Quotely calls, so you can hear how they sound and how amazing they really are.
This is Amy. How can I help you?
Yes, I'm trying to find me an affordable house insurance.
What kind of quote did you need, an auto or a home?
Homeowner.
Hi, this is Eric. I'll be helping you out today.
Well, I'm looking to get a quick auto insurance quote.
Sure, I can help you with that.
My name is Brittany. How may I help you today?
Hi, I was trying to find out, get a home insurance quote.
Hi, my name is Ina. I'm going to be helping you with your quote today. What are we looking to get today? Auto?
Homeowners and auto.
Perfect. I'll start with the auto.
Donner speaking. How may I help you?
Yes, ma'am. I was trying to get a quote on some homeowners insurance.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to help you.
Hey, I'm calling Allstate. This is Troy.
Yeah, I'd like to know how I could go by getting a homeowner's insurance.
Oh, this is Philip. Hi. I wanted to shop around for home insurance.
How amazing is that, right? How amazing is it that you pick up the phone and these people are ready to talk money? They need home insurance. They're saying, I want home insurance. How can I go about getting home insurance, right? So that's what these calls sound like. And that's why agents are in love with these calls, because they're high intent, they're ready to buy, and they're better than life transfers. They're cheaper. And a lot of people say that these calls are a lot better than mailers and obviously significantly cheaper. So what do you get by paying Quotely, right? We charge a fee. What do you get for paying us? So the first thing that agents love is we build you out a custom exclusive agency website. So here's an idea of what you can expect when it comes to your website. We will build out a website that's generated or that's built and engineered to get you phone calls. When they land on the site from Google, they'll see a home insurance landing page, and right off the bat, they have an option to call. Now, if they click on this call button right here, this is what happens is they are automatically prompted to call your agency, and all they have to do is click call, and boom, there it is. It calls your agency. How amazing is that, right? If they don't want to call, you guys will also get data leads. These data leads from Google are extremely valuable. Agents report over a 90% contact rate and almost 50% close rates on these for home insurance. A little bit lower for auto, but the reason being these people might not have time to call you in that moment, but they'll fill out data leads. The ratio that we see is about 70 to 30%, meaning 70% of your interactions here are going to be phone calls. The rest are going to be data leads that go into your agency CRM. The lead data is emailed to you as well. And you can see we have other little pieces here that help the clients go through and go through your page and make sure they gain the confidence. We get reviews from your Google sites, from your websites, and we paste them here. Now, the cool thing about this is we're not limited to one page. If you're going auto and home, that's fine. But look, we also build out custom pages for landlord insurance for this agency, commercial insurance, electrician, cyber insurance, EPLI. So this agency has almost over 6 niches running on Google AdWords, getting calls from all 6 niches. So if month 1 you want to go home, and we target homeowners and we get homeowner calls for you, but month 2 you want to swing out auto and motorcycle, guess what? There's unlimited updates to your website that can be made to get you these phone calls, and this belongs to you as long as you are a Quotely agency. Now, the other thing too is a lot of captive agents are concerned about branding and compliance. There's no logos here, so you're clear from compliance. It's an incognito style website designed to generate leads and phone calls. So there's nothing to worry about when it comes to compliance. A few more things about the website. Obviously, we're going to purchase a custom URL for you. Cool things like, smartquotetexas.com. GetSmartInsurance.com, right? Really cool URLs. We do SEO optimization, meaning we load up your site with organic data to come up on organic results, and you'll get a lot of organic results and organic leads as well. We'll build out any custom forms. If you want to add certain questions or know certain data about this customer, then we'll add that. There's obviously call now buttons, call tracking and recording. There's TCPA compliant disclosures. This means that, in order for them to get to you, fill out a form or call you, they have to consent to legal disclosures so you don't get into trouble when you start working your leads. There's unlimited pages that we can create for you: auto, home, commercial, live, final expense, employee benefits, whatever it is you're looking for. Call and lead integration with your CRM. If you use Ricochet, DYL, EasyLinks, Infusionsoft, follow-up tool, whatever it is that you are using for lead integration, our team will get it inside of your system. We build out tons and tons of thank you and confirmation pages designed to generate calls. And we obviously install Facebook pixel codes, retargeting YouTube codes as well. So people that don't convert into leads will continue to see your ads all over the place until they become a lead. How awesome is that, right? We'll report Google tracking and analytics for you, unlimited updates by request, and your website and hosting fees are included with no extra charges. These are typically north of $150 to $200 a month, and a lot of companies will charge $50 to $100 for updated landing pages, and all of this is included without any upcharges, any fees to you. So let's talk about call tracking and reporting. On a weekly or bi-weekly basis at your request, we will send you a little something that looks like this, that gives you an idea of how many calls that we've been generating for you over the course of the past several weeks or months. You'll see the tracking number that we have set up. We'll have several different ones for you, whether it's auto and home, the duration of the calls, and you'll see how cool is this, right? Where this is 11-minute call, 9-minute call, 52-minute call, almost an hour, 17, 15, 15, 16. So there's a ton of call data here with call recordings and feedback for your team. So you have a very clear idea of how they're doing and how they're answering the phone. You get daily ad management and optimization. On a daily basis, our ad team here at Quotely in the office is constantly going into your account, updating the correct keywords, taking out bad keywords, making sure we update your websites, your ad copy. This happens on a daily basis to optimize your phone calls. You get unlimited phone and email support. You become part of a family. You join our Facebook group. You have unlimited access to our calendars to strategize new campaigns and new ideas to generate phone calls with us, or to review anything that you have. And ultimately, right, the most important thing is we make your phone ring, baby. We make it ring with the right customers, with people that want to buy, that want to hear from you, that need what you have. And that's the biggest value. Here's a couple other things that you get with us that are just a bonus for you, that are extremely valuable, that are also included in our monthly fee. You, as an option, also have an option to get Facebook data leads. Now, this is a $500 a month value management option, but Facebook is good for volume, where we can generate homeowner quote requests, life insurance quote requests, and you'll see that these are long form, getting a lot of data. This is one of the favorites among our agents, is competitor customers, meaning we can target Geico, State Farm, Allstate, Farmers, whatever customers you want us to target, and get long form data. We also provide automation and integration. So if you don't have an automation solution, you get a CRM included with your subscription. Another bonus is if you are focusing on mortgage relationships, we can also generate mortgage leads through Facebook and YouTube for your referral partners, meaning we can send them good credit leads and you get referrals back from them. This is over $1,000 value that's included. And this is what those mortgage leads look like. They give you how much they want to buy, how much down payment they have, the buying time frame. A couple other bonuses. You get our award-winning course on how to generate your own leads through Google and Facebook. So while we're doing this for you, if you want to put an employee or one of your marketing employees through the course on how to manage your own and create your own Google and Facebook ads, this course is free, guys. This course sells for over $2,500 to agencies, and they have extreme success week in and week out. But you get this for free when you are a Quotely agency, and it's thrown in with your fee and your sign-up costs. And lastly, the favorite one that our agents just love is you get weekly sales training, where we review your calls to help your team be better on the phone. Every single Tuesday of the week, we have a call with all of our agencies in our private group, reviewing calls, role-playing, and talking about how we can better position ourselves on these Google phone calls, how agencies are closing over, we have some closing over 80% of their calls. It's insane. And they share their strategies, they share their closing tactics, they share their workflow on the phone. And it's extremely beneficial, not only for your Google calls, but for any other calls that you can take, right? So Quotely works on a retainer basis or on a monthly fee basis, right? We don't charge you per lead. This means that you pay us a monthly fee to have us marketing for your agency, and we're your dedicated partnership. We're your marketing team. We are your partners in your business, and you pay the ad spend. So you tell us, hey, Frank and Quotely, this is how much I want to spend on phone calls. Manage that ad spend every single month, and that's exactly what we do. We are the experts in driving calls to your agency, and that's why you're paying us to have your ad spend managed, and you pay the cost of the ads, and we manage that to maximize your lead flow. So let's go over a few results, and we'll talk about how much these calls tend to cost, right? So Greg is an agent, an amazing agent in New York. He went live in his first couple days with Quotely, and he says right here, I've spoken to the prospect 2 times, but they called me before I could call them, meaning this person filled out a data lead and then right away called Greg. This means that they were so high intent about getting a policy that they needed to talk to somebody today. Like that's mind-blowing, those intent levels, right? Like they filled out a form, but then they still wanted to call him, and he closed over $6,000 in premium his first 2 days. Sharon, an amazing agent in Southern California, sends us emails like this every single day. Her strategy is to run renters and auto campaigns. They write a ton of renters and auto because they enter the household with the renters and they cross out all the auto. She sends us at least 1 or 2 of these emails every single day, letting us know how many policies that they've been closing. Jorge is an amazing agent down in Southern Texas near El Paso. And going live on his first day, he tells us that he closed their first Google click to call. Evan, an amazing agent in Illinois, doing a chat review with our service team because he didn't have time to be on the phone. He was busy traveling. Tells us he closes 6 out of 7 leads that he's gone through for the last week. Means 6 out of 7 calls that they've worked, they've actually closed. How crazy is that, right? And then we have Anthony, an awesome agent. Him and his team in Virginia tell us, hey, right off the bat, we sold a few policies for $4,000 in premium. Keep the ads rolling. And then we have Michael's team in New Hampshire and in Maine. Their very first call from Google, a homeowner's call in a low volume state, give you that, 21 minutes long. His team closes a homeowner and auto policy, right? And then we have Mark, an independent agent in Ohio, who started with commercial campaigns with Quotely. 2 days in, he closes $3,200 in premium. And then we have Martin Amador, one of the best agents in Colorado, who goes live with Spanish auto calls in Colorado. And right off the bat, their first call, they closed a $3,000 home and auto policy. And lastly, we have Eric, a superstar agent in Ohio, who sends us a screenshot of his agency Zoom production at the end of the day with over $5,400 in premium. And he says, this was just from Google leads and calls today. So that's to show you that these leads are so high intent that they will make you money. They're ready to give you money if you can solve their problem. Now, here's some average costs. Use this as a little bit of a benchmark for yourself when you're calculating what you want to spend. If you have a lower budget, meaning $750 and lower, we're probably going to have to start with auto calls for your team, because we can get you volume here. We can narrow down income. We can narrow down, marital status, homeowners, things like that on Google with all of their data. And we can leverage that, and you'll get good auto calls for $10 to $15 a piece. Now, if you want to do home insurance, you do have to have a bigger budget. right? You need to be spending $750 in ad spend or more in home calls. And commercial calls are a little bit more expensive, where we sit at $30 to $40 each, but you'll get a lot of commercial data leads coupled with those calls. And guys, this doesn't include the cost. With data leads, it might be costing you $30 a home call, but on top of that, you might have 2 or 3 data leads that filled out a form but didn't call you, right? And again, think about the 70-30% ratio, where 70% of your interactions are phone calls, the rest are actual data leads. So, as an example, if you spent $750 in ad spend, which is the lower range of what we recommend, then you can get 30 to 45 for phone calls. If you close at least 40 to 50%, at least, which is what we see across the board with our agencies, that means that you're closing 15 to over 20 households in a single month with $700. That's insane. That's a huge return on ROI. So whenever you're ready to get signed up, you go to quotelyleads.com/sign up, and here you will see our sign up form, our intake form. And just to give you a little bit of what's going to happen, it'll ask you for some credit card information, only because we need all of that to set up your Google account. So answer those questions. Give us your agency schedule. Give us the phone number that you want us to send your phone calls to. And our team will get everything going for you and start sending you some phone calls, baby. So I hope to see you on the other side. Make sure to reach out to me if you have any other questions. Talk to you later.